All right, good morning. We are going to work on a fun little project today. We're going to put a hitch on the van. I haven't had a hitch on the van yet. I haven't towed anything with it. So I think it's time because we're going to go on a trip. We're going to go on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. We're going to go on a trip, so I'm going to need to haul a trailer. And that's what we're going to work on, is getting this installed today. Here it is. This is what it looks like. And I have a step like this. So here is my hitch. I got it in the mail. And I have it just kind of under here, getting ready to line it up, but it's really heavy, so I'm trying to figure out how to hold it up. It actually came in this ginormous box, and I'm doing a little bit of maintenance because we're getting ready to go on a trip. All right, looking at underneath here, these 4 bolts are going to be using those right there. That's where it's going to line up, so we have to take these loose and also keep this step from falling down, and do one side and then do the other side. I have this concrete block here that I'm going to try to use to help hold it up. We'll see. All right, so I'm working on finding my tools that I will need to get those bolts off. This is all that came with it. And just to recap, I have the 2500, but in the 170-inch wheelbase, and I have a step on the back, so this one kind of is a little bit different. It goes in. This is what all the hardware that they gave you. You will use the 4 bolts that are already up there, plus one of these on either side. And as you can see, this side goes in, and then this side is flat. And hopefully it'll go right underneath my step. I hadn't seen any vans that had this kind of step. Everybody else had one that went all the way across. So hopefully this one will fit. And right here in the directions it says you need an 18 millimeter, a ratchet, a torque wrench, and also an 18 millimeter wrench. So this is kind of funny. Pro installation time only 30 minutes. Wow. Novice 60 minutes. Difficulty moderate. Well, it's going to take me like an hour just to find my tools. And here's the little directions. So removing the bolts, and then we are going to put them from the back side and then kind of push them in so you can lift up the hitch and then push them through. And you just do one side at a time so it doesn't fall on you. And we're working and finding our tools.
That's way better.
All right, all these 4 bolts have been loosened and reversed, and then they are put flush. So like I said earlier, we can slide the hitch right up there and push them through to hold it up. And the other side has been done now. Okay, so now we have the hitch up in place, and we've pushed the bolts back through. We've added our washer and our nut that was already included, and this one is the one that we replaced with the one that they gave us. You can see we have washers on this side and on the other side. The bolt that they gave us, we had to add several more washers to it, and now we're tightening them up. All right, there it is. We got it on. We had to take the step off. It would not fit, and I think my step is like homemade because it didn't look like it was a factory thing, but here it is. We have it mounted on here and ready for hauling. And as you can see under here, we have the 3 existing bolts, and then in the right top corner is the bolt that they gave us. And yeah, it wouldn't, right here, it wouldn't go up high enough for where the step was. I'll show you the step over here. This is what it looks like. Maybe it's homemade. But right in here is where I would have had to like cut out and all this kind of stuff. So we just went ahead and took the step off. And this will allow me to maybe get one of those baskets, one of those extra cargo baskets instead here. And maybe I could put my bikes there instead of on my ladder. But there it is. Took us a little more than an hour. And I had to have help loosening the bolts. They were really tight, and but I did help some and helped them put them back on there. And so we're getting ready, and tomorrow morning we're going to be leaving on a trip, and I'll let you know in the next video where we are going and what we are doing. All right, so thanks for watching. Hope this helps some of you. If you want to put a hitch on the back of your van, it's really not too hard. You just need to have the right tools and the right muscle to get those bolts off. And this video was just for installing the hitch, not for doing any of the wiring for the van. That is a whole separate thing, and I'm going to have someone else do that for me.